folks, good morning everyone. We're live at Newcastle Airport a little bit earlier this morning. We've got a City Jet CRJ 1000 that's just about to come in from Frankfurt. It's operating on behalf of Lufthansa. Unfortunately I've forgotten my tripod today, so it's going to be handheld live stream, I'm afraid. But yeah, it should be fun. Everyone's doing alright. I just need to clear a few things and then we should be, in theory, ready to go. Right, the City Jet CRJ 1000 is just on the final approach now. Just a second. Shield, good morning from Dublin. Sam, good morning. Andrew, very well, thank you, mate. Doing very, very well, thank you. Yeah, it's a little bit windy, but not as windy as it's supposed to be this afternoon and tomorrow. Like I say, I unfortunately left my tripod at home, so it's going to be an interesting one today. Frank's Travels, good morning, mate. Welcome to the live stream. Great to have you with us. See, Lufthansa just called up. Right, so the Lufthansa, the City Jet has just called up, so they're cleared to land on runway 25. Just going to pan over to the just going to pan over at the approach in a second, folks. I think I'm right in saying this is the first CRJ 1000 I've ever seen at Newcastle. This is going to be a good one. Sam, good morning, and everyone else, good morning, folks. Right, the CRJ 1000 is just on final now. Just going to pan over. Unfortunately, folks, everything today is handheld, purely because I forgot my tripod, and the tripod is at home. So it's a little bit of a pain. That's the CRJ down. City Jet CRJ 1000. These are operating for Lufthansa over the summer season between Frankfurt and Newcastle. down in the ground. Like I say, folks, it's a bit of a pain, but got no tripod, not that privileged today, so just having to make do doing this handheld. CRJ is just rolling to the end of the runway. Bravo is closed at the moment here at the airport, so all movements are having to vacate at the end of the runway. See the windsock there? Windsock is blowing about a bit. It's gusty at the moment, but it's not too bad. Forecast is meant to pick up. Jet 2 parked up over there as well, and an Air France Embraer 170. We set up on YouTube over 12 years ago now, so yeah, 12 years on YouTube, quite a while. Right, the next movement, let's see what we've got coming in next. Storm Kathleen is what's forecast today, so it should be good. Wind here at the moment, Newcastle 180 degrees, 12 knots, gusting at 22 knots. We've got Loganair, we've got Loganair, we've got the Ryanair, and the Emirates coming in very shortly. So they'll be landing. Unfortunately, the Dublin and Belfast flights have cancelled, which is a shame. We've also got a TUI Airways 737-800 coming in, and a Corendon 737 MAX from Antalya. So still a few arrivals to come. I've got to say, despite the breeze, it's actually quite nice and dry, which makes a difference. At least there's not much rain, which is good. Yeah, the Corendon is a seasonal flight. We do tend to get there 737-800s and Max 8s here, which are nice to see. Right. Right, this is all set up. The Air France So the Air France Embraer has just pushed back over there. See the tail of it just in the background? So the Air France is just pushing back. And we've got the CRJ over there as well. Just need to we've got what looks like a Logan Air ATR or something going overhead. Sorry, I'm just trying to where is it? There it is. How's it Eastern Airways? Looks like Logan Air. Well, some of them have had pressurization problems, which has meant them flying at a lower altitude, which that could well be the case with the ATR. Well, that's an interesting one. Right, so the Air France is has just pushed back, and then that little looks like a pipe has just taken off as well. So the wind is gusting 22 knots as a crosswind, 180 degrees, so it's just coming off from the south-southwest. There's the Air France just taxiing along there. British Airways seems to have a problem. Apparently an issue with his off block time or something like that, or getting off stand. stands here at Newcastle, stand 12, which is right in the far corner, and the north side of the pier is all closed at the moment, which means some of the aircraft are now using the south side of the pier whilst that side's closed. Okay, the Air France is just taxiing along now. Just going to quickly check all of your comments, folks. Peter Stewart, very good morning, Peter. Welcome to the live stream. A big welcome to each and every one of you who's tuning in this morning. We are live a little bit earlier than anticipated. Loganair, Aberdeen and Manchester Frank Travels. Thank you very much for that, mate. Appreciate that. Is the Loganair Embraer 145 coming from Southampton. Nice view. Arrivals. Loganair is next to land. The wind is picking up slowly here. I've just had a look at Glasgow. Glasgow's gusting 30 odd knots at the moment. Dublin, there's been a couple of go-arounds, and Belfast as well. So there is a little bit of disruption, but not too much at the moment. Belfast City, Aer Lingus Regional cancel most of the flights, but yeah, it's not good. Alright, Air France Embraer 170 is just can't see the plane, but there's the tail anyway. Air France. So Loganair is just established on the ILS approach now. They'll be contacting the tower any moment. And the Air France Embraer 170 to Paris Charles de Gaulle's lined up on runway 25. Unfortunately, folks, it's not going to be a very long live stream. Just I've got work this evening, so I'll have to shoot off later on. But we'll see what we can get this afternoon. Okay, the wind's now 13 knots. So it's not gusting, it's 13 knots with a crosswind 190 degrees varying to 210 degrees. just been reported as 10 knots, so it's dropped a little bit, and the Logan Air has just been cleared to land. James Whale, good morning James, welcome to the live stream. Air France is bad at hide and seek, yeah. Kind of stands out like a sore thumb. Nice to see Emirates not sponsoring the tower. Yes, Emirates is, yeah. The only thing is you can't see the logo from this side for I'm so. That's 1159 for the British Airways, so another 20 or so minutes to go. Yeah, oops, sorry. The Emirates logo you can see from the other side there. So it's just round from the other side, not on this side. Alright, next arrival is going to be the Logan Air. Robert Hadfield, good morning, Just. Welcome to the live stream, mate. Great to have you with us. The Logan Air, which is established on the approach. For anyone who's just tuning in, unfortunately I left my tripod at home this morning, so kind of having to improvise this morning. According to wind trends, the wind should really start picking up in the next hour or two. Alright, Logan Air's just a little bit closer now. Sanderson, good morning Mark, welcome to the stream, mate. Right, let's get this Logan out. There it is. It's Logan Air now. Next up is the Ryanair 737-800. That's just about to turn final now. windsock is still blowing about quite nicely. See that there's 43 of you all tuned in at the moment. Very good morning to each and every one of you from Newcastle International Airport. Great to have you all with us this morning. Ryanair's just at 10 miles. See the CRJ 1000 parked over there with the Jet 2 737-800. And Loganair's just turning in to stand number 1. You can see the stand guidance there over in the very far distance. Going to be the Ryanair 737-800. That's the Ryanair just called up tower now. Robert Hadfield, you were so yes, I was, mate. I was in such a rush this morning as well. I remembered to bring my boots. But kind of forgot the tripod in the seat, which wasn't a brilliant idea. But anyway, we made it. We're still able to stream. At least the battery works now anyway. If anyone is introducing Emirates are holding a cabin crew recruitment day at the Maldron Hotel at Newcastle today. That's handy to know. Thank you for that, Frank's Travels. Appreciate that. Stephen Douglas, expecting to see many diversions. I am and I'm not. I'm expecting to see some from Ireland and from Northern Ireland because just looking on Flight Radar 24, they seem to have had the lion's share of go-rounds in the last hour. Also at Dublin, they've just started using the crossover runway 16. So I anticipate they'll probably start facing a few capacity issues within the next few hours. Just what I was saying earlier in the live stream, Aer Lingus Regional have already cancelled a whole load of flights today out of Belfast and Dublin. So they're trying to minimise disruption if at all possible. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it pans out. Overall today I'm not expecting that many diversions, at least not whilst we're here. You never know what can happen, but quite honestly, looking at the flows of traffic and looking at Edinburgh, Glasgow and other airports, they're all looking pretty good and there's not a huge amount of traffic going into them today, so disruption will be to a minimum, I imagine. Patrick Burley, hello mate. Yes, another storm. Hope you're warm and well. Yeah, do you know what? Despite this storm and the wind, it's very, very, very mild. It was reading about 15 degrees there earlier on, and yeah, it's amazing just how mild it is for this time of year. Okay, so Ryanair is just on the approach now. See over there in the distance, as and when the autofocus decides to work. There we go. Heathrow's got some slot delays today, which is interesting. British Airways has got a big slot delay at the moment, which isn't ideal. Beautiful. Oh, nicely done. Oh, that was very, very nicely done. Very, very nice landing there by the Ryanair crew. You can see the wind just catching it there just before the touchdown. That was Next up is the big bird, the Emirates 777, which is coming in from Dubai. Let's see that in just a moment.
Approximately 20 miles.
20 miles until the Emirates. Stronger. So Ryanair in onto its stand. Again, we've got the City Jet CRJ parked up, CRJ 1000, Jet 2, 738, and now the Ryanair. Next inbound is going to be the Emirates, coming in from Dubai. So that's going to be the next one to arrive. That's a little bit of a shame. At the moment, Eastern Airways are operating an Embraer 170 on behalf of KLM. They're operating that on flights from Teesside to Amsterdam and Newcastle to Amsterdam. And yet every single time that they're operating that flight, it seems to be delayed. And today is no exception. So the flight from Teesside to Amsterdam looks to have ran pretty much on time. However, the flight from Amsterdam to Newcastle is looking like it's running nearly an hour late. So it's supposed to arrive at 1 p.m. Doesn't look like it's going to arrive until 1:30 to 2 o'clock. And I can't work out why Eastern Airways, why the flight between Teesside, Newcastle and Humberside has been so delayed. It's not really a big issue for KLM. KLM seems to operate the schedule on time, yet Eastern Airways keep being delayed. It's very strange, very, very strange. Well, folks, the Emirates is just turning on the final approach now. So we'll get that landing in just a moment. Millie, I think the logo is still on the tower. It's just on the other side of the tower. The other day when we were here, you can still see it's just positioned to the other side, not this way, more towards looking the terminal area. Here comes the Emirates. It's on the approach now. Emirates, clear to land. There we go. Right, here comes the Emirates. Just, there it is. Just set focus on the it is. There's the mighty EK. The wind has actually amazingly dropped down a lot in the last 2 minutes. So we'll see if we really do some 50 knot gusts, but it doesn't look like we're going to get that. .11 knots, so it's 11 knots of crosswind at the moment. Piece of cake, beautiful, beautiful. There we go, that's the Emirates down nicely on runway 25. The Emirates just taxiing along the runway. To the runway? To the stand? I wish it was taxiing along the runway. There's no mistake in the Emirates. You can never miss it here at Newcastle Airport. I've missed anyone's comments, don't worry, I'll have a look in just a second, folks. Like I say, I'm having to film all of this handheld, which is not ideal, but I'll try and remember the tripod for the next live stream. Look at that rudder input there. The rudder is having a whale of a time. There we go, it's the Emirates on stand now. Big Bird has arrived. Emirates past your house 2 minutes. Yep, we got it. And Sebastian, hello, welcome to the live stream. Great to have you with us. Next arrival is TUI Airways 737 from Palma de Mallorca, just approaching Leeds right now, so it's not that far off. Then we've got Turkish, Corendon Airlines, which is over Belgium. It's still a little bit to go. Then we've got a Jet 2 due in from Geneva in about an hour and 24 minutes. Those ones yet to come. We've got the City Jet CRJ 1000, which will be departing soon to Frankfurt. Still plenty of movements to see. How's Horsey today? Horsey, I've no idea. No idea, I'm afraid, Bob. I'm not with Horsey today. John Doherty, yes, over on the east side today, mate, just for a bit of a change. Not just for a bit of a change, but also because I forgot my tripod. So the good thing is you've got, at least on this side, you've got fence posts that you can lean your equipment on and so on. On the west side of the airport, you don't really have that so much. So it's yeah, it's just more convenience sake than anything. Just looking at other airports across the UK, Dublin is managing quite well, just using the one runway at the moment. So despite the crosswind and so on, they're able to use runway 16 without many issues right now, so it doesn't really seem to be a problem. But yeah, just need to quickly check one setting, folks. Just bear with me 1 second. There we go. But yeah, we'll see what other movements we get today. I'm hoping the wind noise isn't too bad for everyone. I've just adjusted a few of the settings, but it should all be working well in theory. All right. Very, very mild today. Very, very mild. So, City Jet CRJ we'll see departing very soon. And again, I think that's one of the first CRJ 1000s I've seen here at Newcastle. But, hopefully we'll catch up going soon. City Jet is now pinging on flight radar 24, and the TUI Airways is just getting a little bit closer now, which is good. And that's a City Jet just getting push and start. Brilliant. You see the CRJ 1000 tail just next to the Jet 2 and the Ryanair, so they're just going to be getting push and start now. There's a few good overhead movements, a few Austrian airlines, 767, 777s going over, but unfortunately we can't see them because the cloud layer is just a little bit too much, unfortunately. There we go, that's the City Jet just pushing back now. That's the City Jet. Nice to see a 1000 model instead of the usual 900. Unfortunately, the CRJ, the Bombardier CRJ 1000, or the Mitsubishi as it was taken over by the Japanese company, is the program's now known as. Unfortunately, a lot of the planes that they had have now been scrapped or retired. The aircraft hasn't had the greatest it hasn't had the greatest service record in terms of number of airlines served, but even though a lot of the airframes are less than 10 years old, such as Garuda Indonesia, they inducted the plane into their fleet, and it was supposed to be used for many of their regional routes, and unfortunately the carriers just decided to get rid of it. And they're not the only carrier, sadly, which for a very young airframe, a bit like the Airbus A318, it seems to have had a very niche market, but unfortunately that niche is just a little bit too niche, if that makes sense. Yeah. Oh, Nicholas, hello mate. I'm doing very well, thank you. How's yourself? I've been tuning into the Amsterdam one. Very good, very good. Hopefully there's some good action there. That's the only downside on a Saturday afternoon. It's the only downside, is what we're missing is a good chunk of activity here. It's not heaving, it's not really busy here, but see what we'll see. It's the Lufthansa clear to taxi. See.
Good afternoon, runway 253, Juliet, 177
Right, it's just getting his clearance to Alicante.
Information on Tango, runway 25, clear to Alicante after departure, Gurney 3 X-ray. It's 452. Tango, runway 25, after departure, Gurney 3, after departure, go flight 220, Diamond 5. China 653, Juliet, correct.
There we go, that's the CRJ moving. Zoom back in on the CRJ once it gets a little bit closer. Stephen Marchant, hello mate. Yes, we're over at the east side of the airport of runway 25, so we're just getting some of the activity from this side today. Jody, good afternoon. Yeah, it is good afternoon, it's 12:16. Good afternoon, welcome to the live stream. Next up is TUI Airways 737-800 that's just about to land and turn in on the approach, and then we've got the City Jet taxiing to the runway. Also we have the Ryanair 737-800 to Alicante that's going to be going in a few minutes as well. Stoffel, good. Afternoon, Stoffel. Welcome to the live stream. Lovely to have you with us. Right, the CRJ 1000 just got cleared to take off. It's a CRJ cleared to take off. Let's see what we can. There's the recognisable T-tail of the CRJ family. And TUI Airways 737 is on the approach. That's just called up tower. That's the TUI Airways just called up tower. He's on the approach, and City Jet is to depart. Oh, listen to that. Power. The largest member of the Bombardier CRJ series family, CRJ 1000, and that's the Airborne heading to Frankfurt International Airport in Germany. It's great to have the 1000 series operating here to the northeast. Right, next up we have TUI Airways 737-800 on the approach, coming in from, I think, Palma de Mallorca. That's the TUI Airways down. Handled that very, very nicely indeed. Sorry folks, I just need to just rest the arm. There we go. Indicating right, taxiing to stand 1-1. The Jet 2 on stand 5 has just called for clearance as well, so he shouldn't be too long until he goes out. Quite a few people out and about today, just watching some of the movements coming in and out. It's not a huge amount of inbounds. Next one to come in is going to be the the Jet 2 that called for clearance. Sorry, he's just pushed back. There we go. That's the Jet 2 just pushed back there. Orchestra, Nicholas, nice one. I remember my cousin was saying about that coming to Newcastle. Nice. Sounds like you really enjoyed it.
Snowball, yes, it's off to Frankfurt. That's where the CRJ's away to.
39 likes on the live stream, everyone. Thank you all so much for your support so far. Really appreciate it. A little bit of a gap until the next arrival, which is going to be the Corendon. Look, there's a Ryanair that's done 2 go-rounds at Dublin. It looks like they may possibly be looking to divert. Won't be to here, but yeah, it looks like there's a few planes just getting disrupted now with the winds over there. Jet 2 from Salzburg to Edinburgh, Stoffel. Thank you, mate. Just having a look on Flight Radar 24. The Eastern Airways Embraer 170, due to land here from Amsterdam, still hasn't departed, and not meant to depart for another 7 minutes from Amsterdam. So it looks like they're going to be running well behind schedule. They were due to arrive at 1, but still not moving yet on the ground. So hopefully we'll get that. It'd be nice to see the Embraer 170. Haven't seen that one in a while. Meanwhile, just monitoring some of the disruption at Dublin Airport. Still planes going around and whatnot, so we may expect some diversions to the UK from there, but probably not to Newcastle, but you never know. We'll keep an eye on it. Alright, Jet 2 is now lining up on runway 25. Jet 2 just rolling. Ryanair's pushed back as well. Nicely done. Very good. So next up is going to be the Ryanair departing to Alicante. So I'm landing not too long ago. So going to be next to depart.
It's a shame because of the cloud. There's a Hainan Airlines coming over in a minute. It's a shame. Should be a Hainan Airlines A330 going over in a few minutes, but the cloud level's so high there's not really a chance of seeing them. And there's the Emirates going into Glasgow as well, Emirates A380, but again he's just a little bit too high, unfortunately. So the Ryanair 737-800 is taxiing now to runway 25. So just there. Two inbounds at the same time, both the Corendon and the Jet 2, just looking on flight radar 24. Yeah, thanks Stoffel. Unfortunately we cannot see it, sadly. There's just too much cloud in the way to see the Hainan, sadly. Looks like there's loads of go-arounds at Dublin at the moment. KLM's just been around, Ryanair's just gone around. So yeah, there's plenty of go-arounds there. Emirates over Sunderland, yeah. Crowd is just far too thick, unfortunately. Ryanair is lining up on runway 25 now. You can hear it, Nicholas, that's good. Excuse me, got hiccups. Had one flask of tea, that's enough. Right, Ryanair. Let's have a look and watch the Ryanair take off.
I'm keeping an eye out just to see if I can see that Emirates. I don't think we'll be able to. There isn't enough gaps in the cloud at the moment. Unless he comes down to like 9,000 feet like the Logan Air did. It'll be brilliant. It won't happen, but it would be cool. Warburton's lorry getting in the way. Trust Warburton's to get in the way. I'm not going to lose my loaf over it though. There we go. It's right there, everyone. Yeah, see that, Nicholas. See that. British Airways has just been clear for push and start, so that's them. That's the British Airways just heading off now. Yeah, I'm just looking on Flight Radar 24, Nicholas. You can see a lot of disruption there, and as the wind gradually picks up more, so there's probably more disruption to come. Right. British Airways is next to depart, just been clear for push and start. Emirates has just gone around at Dublin, the Emirates 777.
interesting. There's a Jet 2. If anyone's looking on Flight Radar 22, Shannon 71 Whiskey Hotel from Geneva to Glasgow has just done a go around. He's now entering a holdover just to the north of Moffat, northwest of Moffat. So we'll keep an eye on that, because Edinburgh looks like it's starting to pick up now as well. Whereas the wind trend here hasn't picked up as significantly as it has at other places, so we'll keep an eye out on that. And like I said, Dublin's experiencing a lot of disruption at the moment, so we shall see. On gusting 3-3. Yeah, Edinburgh Airport is now gusting 3-3, whereas like an hour ago it was calm. So the wind has really picked up at those locations, but here it's still calm. So hopefully that might attract some pilots looking at the METARs. Leeds Bradford 19017 gusting 3-1. I don't envisage Leeds will have a massive amount of issues, to be honest. Yes, Dave, another go around at Dublin. Yeah, that's another one. Next we've got British Airways A319 that's just taxiing now to runway 25, so we'll get that departing in just a second. No worries, Patrick. We'll see you very soon, Patrick. Take care of yourself, mate. Lovely to have you on the live stream. Good news, the Corendon Airlines 737 MAX is just approaching Leeds Bradford now. It's 10 to 1 in the afternoon, and it's also followed by the TUI 737-800, which is taxiing along there now. I'm just keeping an eye on this Jet 2. There's a Jet 2 just holding away from Glasgow at the moment, so we'll see where that ends up going. It may divert here, it may divert to Edinburgh, we'll see. Edinburgh's wind, like as I said earlier, has picked up a lot compared to before, so we shall see. Nope, Nick, nope, they've gone around. Oh, sorry, HBION. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong one there. KLM just landed. So the KLM, after a go around, just managed to land it on runway 25. Runway 16 even at Dublin. Shuttle British Airways is ready for departure. He's just taxiing up to holding point Delta 1, runway 25. Be interesting to watch the Emirates. Be interesting to see the Emirates A3 manages to land in Glasgow, because that wind is fairly strong and it's gusting at 40. It's 50 degrees off from the centre of the runway and it's gusting 40 knots, which is just probably just outside the limits, to be honest. So yeah, we shall see what happens. It won't divert here, that's a fact. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see if it diverted to Manchester or Birmingham or somewhere. Golf Delta Bravo Charlie Kilo, one of the ex-BMI A319s. Away they go. After a lengthy delay, the British Airways is finally airborne on its way to London Heathrow. Fantastic. looks as though that Jet 2's given the approach into Glasgow a try again.
Yeah, Bob. Yeah. The only thing is with Stansted is they are restricted, being with their proximity to London, and so Stansted, even though it is viable as an alternative, they do try and find other airports with capacity, and Newcastle's got it at the moment. It'll be interesting to see this Jet 2 and Emirates land at Glasgow. I'm just watching them at the moment. Oh, the Jet 2's just landed. Oh, typical. that's pretty. Well, enjoy, Nicholas. Enjoy, mate. Next rival is Corendon Airlines 737 MAX. I forgot the Newcastle match is on this afternoon. Oh, thank you for reminding me. So the next rival is the Corendon, which is just about to turn onto the final approach for runway 25. And Jet 2's lagging a little bit behind, so that'll be a few more minutes. But the Corendon is next to land.
Sam Chippers 1990. Hello, mate. Welcome to the live stream. So wait, Craven Cottage. Yeah, that's right. Not St James's Park today. Right, next arrival is on the approach. Corendon Airlines 737 MAX, Tango Charlie Mike Kilo Sierra. It's one of the most it's one of the 737 MAXs I've seen the most, let's put it that way. Right, let's have a look. Oh, the Emirates has gone around at Glasgow. Ooh. And the Norwegian's gone around at Glasgow. Ooh. EasyJet's holding at Belfast. Need a couple more go-rounds to cause some proper chaos at Edinburgh. Right, here comes the Corendon. Nicely done.
Roll to the unvacate Alpha done for.
There we go, that's a Corendon down. It's interesting down at London Gatwick the other day. I was just reading that they have built 2 new rapid exit taxiways, high-speed exits off the runway, which is interesting. I didn't even know they were constructing them, yet alone they were finished. But it's supposed to speed up the whole vacating the runway process. Oh, there's a little bit of blue sky appearing. Oh, might get some overheads if that comes any closer. That'd be good. It's Corendon just in on to stand for. Brilliant. Right, next arrival is going to be the Jet 2 from Geneva. I think is it Geneva? Can't remember. Let's have a look. Yes, Jet 2 from Geneva, that's all.
Holding at the access to Category 5 drop, just over through
Right, there's another 2 Ryanairs just gone around at Dublin.
remaining clear of the runway, but just passing in front of the stop line to check that.
Yeah, so the 2 Ryanairs have just gone around. The Emirates that went around is on the approach again at Dublin. So keep an eye out on that. The Emirates at Glasgow has gone around, is in a hold. Looks like the A3 is going to Prestwick. Ooh, now that'll be interesting. I think it's more likely to go somewhere else just for handling requirements, but we'll see. We might get some diversions, so I hope we do. Ideally in the next hour before I have to go. But we'll see. Another Jet 2's just gone around at Edinburgh from Palma de Mallorca. It's an EasyJet on the approach and a Norwegian. Norwegian has already previously gone around. Keep an eye out on Yep, Daniel, I've just seen that as well, the Jet 2 that's just gone around, so that's 3 go-rounds in the last few minutes, but the good thing is they're all nearby airports, so Newcastle looks more appealing. Manchester, the wind has really picked up at Manchester and Liverpool. One of the flights that's currently diverting to Manchester flew Liverpool to Dublin. They did 2 go-rounds at Dublin and is now diverting to Manchester because Liverpool's too windy. So we shall see. Just saw an EasyJet from Geneva over South Shields. Oh, nice. Jet 2 is about to land here. Jet 2 from Geneva.
looks like the Emirates has the Emirates has successfully managed to land at Dublin. That's good. That's the Jet 2 on the approach here to Newcastle from Geneva. The Eastern Airways KLM Embraer is operating for KLM, I should say, is on its way. I know that's the thing, Nicholas. We've kind of weird, but we're in a position where we're literally the best airport in the UK to divert to at the moment, which is a bit strange. Every single airport, the weather trend has got worse very quickly in the last half hour. Whereas Newcastle, it's pretty much stayed the same. So here comes the Jet 2 from Geneva, weirdly with no landing lights on. No landing lights on yet, anyway. Nope, none on at all. Somebody probably forgot to put them on. Nicely done. Taxi stand 17, parking with the marshal. Yeah, very interesting. No landing lights on that Jet too. Well, I'm going to have to plug the power cable in for the camcorder in just a moment, because
We are starting to run a little low on battery life. Jet 2 on Corendon. And the mighty Emirates. Well, that's the Jet 2, just taxied to stand 17. Yeah, I know, so that's what I was looking at. It doesn't look like we're getting the worst of it at all. It seems to be the west coast mainly that's going to be hit. Again out of Glasgow, so the Emirates doesn't look like he's able to land. The Norwegian that went around to Edinburgh, that's just landed, and the Jet 2's just come back in for another approach. No, I cannot, unfortunately. I kind of see the KLM because directly overhead at the moment, as you can see, it is just thick black cloud. There's a little bit of blue sky over toward the west on the other side of the airport, but nothing on this side of the airport, unfortunately. Talking of KLM, we'll have the KLM Eastern Airways 170 coming in soon.
Yes, Sam, there's well, Eastern Airways Embraer 170 is operating for KLM at the moment, and I was just saying before, it's weird because all the flights seem to be delayed for one reason or another. Jet to Edinburgh's going around again, brilliant. GT, what's the best weather service? The best weather service. That was a strong gust. Okay, maybe the wind is picking up here. Best weather service I use is the Met Office. That's my favourite. Well, the wind has suddenly just picked up here. Suddenly just picked up here. I don't know if you all realise that, but it just blew the camcorder off the fence. So yeah, the wind is it's one way to find out how strong the wind is blowing, but it's definitely getting stronger. Looks like that Jet 2 might be coming to us. She's climbed up to 7,000 feet. Oh dear, that's not good. Probably just a ground collision, nothing too serious. David, hello everyone, welcome to live stream. David, great to have you with us. Just watching that Emirates, not entirely sure where he's going to go, but we'll find out soon, no doubt. Just going to have to put some power into this camcorder, folks, because it is slowly dying, unfortunately. Nice whole load of arrivals coming in quite quickly within a short space of time, so that should be good to see. Right, let's see, this powers. There we go. Right, just managed to get power attached to the camcorder, so we're no longer relying on the battery. So that's all working fine there now, and should be, with the next few arrivals, should have enough power to go all the way along. That'll be good. looks like we've got a diver coming in. Brilliant. Oh yeah. Yeah, looks like we've got a diversion coming in, folks, from Edinburgh. Because he might suddenly, he might decide to go to Manchester or somewhere. I'm hoping he doesn't. He's just climbed up to 11,000. Oh, maybe he's not going to Newcastle. It looked like he was coming. Now he's climbing quite high up, so he might. This Jet 2 might be going to Manchester. Just keep an eye on him. Southbound at this point is pretty much a guarantee. Yeah, doesn't look like it's coming to Newcastle now. Scrap that.
We have Delta 5.
I mean, he's still heading in this direction, but I think that's more for traffic avoidance than actually coming here.
Delta 5 is serviceable.
Still heading in this direction. Oh yeah, no, I think he is coming in now. Jet 2 Golf Delta Romeo Tango Tango, which was meant to be landing in Edinburgh, is now diverting here to Newcastle. He's 15,000 feet heading this way. see that, Sam. I see that they had one of the newest A350s in. That's pretty cool. Yep, Delta Romeo Tango Tango. It's inbound now. It's just started its descent at Newcastle. This particular plane has been based here quite a few times, so it's not really a rare plane per se here at Newcastle. We have had it quite a few times. We've also got KLM and another Jet 2 which are inbound. The KLM Eastern Airways Emirates is just about to turn on final. So we've got 3 planes coming in quick succession now, which is nice. But it would have been 2. 3's inbound. Diversion I've seen at Newcastle for quite a while, so this will be nice to see. Right, the Jet 2 is just getting vectored in now for the upload. Aviation Adam, good afternoon mate, welcome to the live stream. Great to have you with us. We've got a Jet 2 738 just about to divert here. Nicholas, hopefully if they can get refueled quick enough here at Newcastle, they'll probably just fly all the passengers straight up to Edinburgh rather than take them off and coach them up, because the wind's such that planes are still landing fairly easily at the moment. Another Ryanair's just landed, KLM's landed, so it's not like you can't land at Edinburgh. It's not bad enough for that. But they'll probably just get fuel on the plane and send it straight back up to Edinburgh. Just wondering what the wind is at the moment. Gusting 2.7 knots. So the I thought the wind had picked up. So the wind is now gusting at 27 knots here at Newcastle. So both these aircraft coming in are going to have an interest. Two attempts divert, yeah, that's what they've done. They're giving it a couple of attempts and now they're coming down here. Welcome to the live stream, mate. Sorry I missed your comment there. I was just browsing Flight Radar. Right, the KLM, the Eastern Airways Embraer 170, is just on the approach now. So we'll get them landing in just 1 second. And the wind is gusting 27 at the moment, so it's picked up. 24017, gusting 2.7, so it's picked up by nearly 15 knots in less than 20 minutes. Now the wind is 240 degrees, so it's pretty much a head-on wind, so it's not actually too bad, to be honest. Yeah, we've got a nice little bit of traffic just coming in now, just as the wind's picking up. QNH has just changed. Watch this KLM triangle. Which is diverting from Edinburgh, Golf here now, folks. And it's picking up very, very strong. No, the poor Jet 2 crew from Edinburgh, they've just moved over and the wind's gusting now 30 knots. They've just come from Edinburgh where it's gusting 33. Yeah, because when they elected to divert, the weather was better here. And now as they've come en route, the weather's now worse here than Edinburgh. Oh, you can see the buffeting around already. Right, here comes the Jet 2 from Edinburgh.
come down. Hey, there we go. Beautiful. There we go, that's a Jet 2 in. That's a Jet 2 in from Edinburgh. Well, they made it, that's the main thing. Nicholas, that's interesting. I haven't seen it on Twitter. Could you tag me in the instant on Twitter if you've got it handy? It'd be really interesting to see it. There's the Jet 2. Oh, gusting 37 knots now. Gusting 37 knots. I'm just going to have to change the camcorder because the camcorder is about to die. The one downside of not having a tripod is just bear with me 1 second, folks. Is going to be another Jet 2 737-800. Jet 2 down, so I'm just going to have to balance this. Balance this because it's very hard to keep a steady shot when your hand full. Very, very hard. You haven't got a tripod.
pushing start. Wind still gusting 37 knots at the moment. So it's only really picked up here in the past half hour. So Emirates will be departing in just a few minutes. It's just getting push and start now from its stand. Just seen that. Thank you for tagging us in that, Nicholas. Cheers, mate. It's not good at all. That doesn't look like an A350. That looks like an A380. Newcastle Airport, still 37 knots. Just a moment. Engines starting. Yeah, those engines, the G90s just starting in the distance. Simon Kirby, good afternoon, mate. Welcome to the live stream. Is the Emirates not departed? No, the Emirates is just pushing back now. The Emirates is just right. You need to muffle the mic. I can't hear. You can't hear me. Oh dear. Unfortunately, mate, it's that windy that even me muffing the mic like that, I've got wind. I've got the wind thing on as well. It doesn't seem to be having much of an effect. Yeah, the wind's picked up a lot more than what it was an hour ago, mate, so...
Sadly, mate, sorry. Right, let's have a look. Jet 2 is in the approach. I've changed a couple of the settings around, but not sure it'll make that much of a difference, unfortunately.
Right, you can hear me fine, thank you, mate.
Right, Jet 2 is on final approach. Previous 737 reported that there was wind shear just over the final approach, so we'll see how this one goes. There's the other Jet 2. passengers are being coached. Thank you for that, Adam. Cheers, mate. Well, got another 4 arrivals coming very soon. Ryanair, Jet 2 and another 2 Airways. Next to land is here comes the Tui. Should be fun. First go round of the day. It's the 2 Airways going around. That's a max going around. Emirates is going. So strong, so you know, no. If I turn the camera the other way, you won't see any activity. So unless I shout all the time, I'll just keep myself quiet and just film the aircraft. It's just one of the things with the window windows. There's the 2 Airways. Unfortunately, Nick, most of the time I'm not actually speaking or saying anything just because of the wind noise, and I can't even. Nothing I can do about the wind noise. Right, next up, Corendon Airlines. TUI Airways is just about to turn final again. So yeah. Yeah, I appreciate it's not criticism, Nicky, but like I said, there's nothing I can do about it unless I put the live stream offline. So there's nothing else I can do, mate. It's a windy day, so that's unfortunately when you're just dealing with what you have. That's all you can do. Right, Corendon Airlines is next. Here goes the Corendon. That's the Corendon Airlines just departed. Next up is the TUI Airways that did the go around. He's just on the approach now. And then there's another 3 just coming in behind as well. So there's another 3 just turning in on the approach. But yeah, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about the wind. It's just one of them things. It's a windy day. When the camera is pointed in this direction toward the wind, I don't really tend to speak as much because the microphone is obviously just picking up the wind noise. Wind is now gusting 3-1. Ah, there's the Emirates. I was just trying to see where the Emirates was because he turned north and then eastbound. Then over the top, we've got 2 contrails. Look at that. There's 2 contrails there. Not sure which airlines because I haven't got flight. Right, here comes a TUI, round 2. That was a nice landing after that first go around. Very nice indeed. That's the TUI Airways down on the ground. Jet 2, another TUI, and the last plane we're going to be seeing today is the Ryanair 737. And then once the Ryanair's landed, that's going to be the end of the live stream, I'm afraid. So yeah, just another 3 arrivals to go. It's been a good day. We've got go-rounds, diversions. Yeah, it's been really good. It's been really good. Train spotter, hello mate, welcome to the live stream. We've just had a TUI go around and then land back here in Newcastle, and we've got a diversion here from Edinburgh. Next up is another TUI or Jet 2? Let's have a look. Wherever you fly to, you have a lovely time, mate, and enjoy it. Well, it's looking fun tomorrow. Right, next up, TUI Airways, which is just on the approach. Gusting 3 2 knots at the moment.
last movement, folks. Last movement of the day. The Ryanair's just turned in onto stand. There's a Lufthansa 747 about to go overhead as well. I'll keep an eye out on that in just a second. But yeah, it's been a good day. Unfortunately, it didn't have the tripod, so footage wasn't the greatest, but still managed to get some good movements. So it was well worth it. And thank you to each and every one of you who's endured the wind noise and everything else. Hopefully tomorrow won't have that as an issue. Hopefully, we'll see how it goes. Right, that's the Ryanair just on final. Just keeping an eye out for this Lufthansa 747, because if there's a gap in the clouds, might just be able to see it overhead. Nicholas, yes. Nicholas, yeah, I've got work tonight, mate. I've got work from 4 o'clock, so unfortunately I've got to cut it short today. And the other, like I say, the other annoying thing is just not having the tripod. Not having the tripod makes a world of difference, because you can't really balance things as well. It's hard enough when it's windy, but when you're doing things handheld and your hands juggling all over the place, it isn't the greatest. But yeah, hopefully, if you all stay tuned, we should be live again tomorrow. So keep an eye out for the live stream. We should be live tomorrow for most of the activity in the afternoon. TUI Airways 737 just taxiing up toward Delta 1, runway 25. And Chipaz, thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that. It's been great to have all of you dear channel members on board. I really do appreciate all of your support. Thank you all so much. Right, the Ryanair has just been cleared to land, and over there's the Lufthansa 747. Ferry Hill's probably going to be about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow. 100% sure yet, but it should be about 1 or 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Right, Ryanair's just been cleared to land. He's been given the wind shear report as well, so. The TUI that's just arrived at the runway and the Eastern Airways is taxiing as well, so they're all heading out. Instant wind 24010 knots, so the wind has died down just for this Ryanair. Okay folks, here comes our last arrival for the day. Excuse me. I'm tired. Okay, here's the Ryanair.
be it. Well, a big thank you to each and every one of you for supporting the live stream today, and that's going to be it. Hopefully have another live stream for you all tomorrow from Newcastle Airport. Thank you all very much for watching, folks. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.